Anger and dismay across Nigeria over UK's red listing of country. In a policy many have described as racist, misguided, and discriminatory, Britain's ban on Nigerians from traveling to the United Kingdom, while allowing many Western countries where Omicron is also present, is sparking fury among Nigerians across the country who are stoutly condemning the British government's action, accusing it of racism. They wonder how the British government came to such drastic measure, especially when it is not supported by science. The same feeling was evident among the nation's leaders, who have equally expressed shock and consternation at British selective red listing of Nigeria and South Africa, their largest Commonwealth allies. Rather than seek to work with its Commonwealth allies, Britain decided to isolate those countries' citizens for punishment through the ban. Britain's outright ban is, however, in sharp contrast to that of the United States government, whose response to the Omicron variant has received sweeping condemnation across the board for not banning travelers outright but insisting they must produce evidence of a negative test result at the point of departure, as well as a day 2 test result after arrival in their country. Expectedly, many Nigerians are livid and have started to urge their leaders to reciprocate the poor treatment to the UK, banning their national carrier, the British Airways, and the Virgin Atlantic flight, in addition to British citizens from Africa. Last week, the South African President Cyril Ramaphosa had embarked on a visit to some African countries, a move described by some as an attempt to galvanize African countries to act in solidarity against Britain and her imperialists. Some officials of the Ministry of Health and NCDC who spoke to This Day in confidence questioned the data which formed the basis for the decision by the British government to ban Nigerians. First, they argued that the British government acted arrogantly by not discussing their discoveries with the Nigerian government. So right now, Nigeria is in the dark about what the action is predicated upon. The UK instead chose to announce the ban without discussing the data in its possession with the Nigerian government, a source said. Nigeria's health officials who spoke to This Day reiterated that Nigeria has in place stringent protocol which it enforces religiously on travelers leaving the country. It will be recalled that before any traveler could embark on a trip to UK or other countries, not only is that intending traveler expected to fill a passenger located form, he or she is expected to possess a proof of negative COVID test result. If this is the case, the Nigerian officials wonder how a passenger who tested negative at the point of travel from Nigeria could suddenly test positive of COVID upon arrival on UK soil. But not done with Nigeria, the UK government yesterday took further measures against Nigerian as the British High Commission announced that it will pause making decisions on visitors' visa application from all red list countries, including Nigeria. Speaking with This Day, a top official in the Ministry of Health and another reliable source at the NCDC faulted the decision by the UK government. According to the sources, the action of Britain wasn't supported by science or data. One of the sources wondered what data did they use in arriving at that decision. Are there people who are Nigerians that traveled with a negative COVID-19 test and later got into London and tested positive? Did they talk to the NCDC or any Nigerian official? They just went ahead and put Nigeria on the red list. Interestingly, a top official in the presidency revealed that the Nigerian government was preparing to respond to the action by the UK government, insisting that Presidency was shocked by the ban imposed on Nigeria. The source said Nigeria was only given 1 hour notice before its inclusion on the red list, contrary to known intervention convention, and described the action by the UK government as the height of racism. The UK did not talk to the Nigerian government about the red list until 1 hour before the announcement. Is that the way it is done? Are we still in the era of slave trade? This is total discrimination against the developing world, particularly Africans. Africa will have to come up together and take a position, he added. Continuing, he hinted that Nigeria and South Africa might have to come up together to lead a response. We should also not allow the British people to come to our countries, since their government has banned our people from their country. The source, who attributed the spread of the virus to to vaccine inequality pointed out that efforts by Nigeria and other developing countries to purchase the vaccine was deliberately being frustrated by developed countries, adding that this was one of the reasons Africa was lagging far behind in vaccination efforts. The developed world produces vaccines, and Africa and the other developing countries are willing to pay for it, but they are not willing to sell, and they are busy taking second, third doses and even booster shots, while a lot of countries don't have vaccines and at the same time threatening us. Meanwhile, this Omicron variant did not start from Africa, it started from Europe. So, what have they done to those European countries that the Omicron was also detected in their countries? Did they place them on red list too? The only possible explanation for targeting Africa is because we are blacks. Racism is at the heart of the policy. Nothing more, nothing less, the source stated. The UK at the weekend had updated its so-called red list, indicating countries prohibited from entering the UK in view of the new COVID-19 variant called Omicron. On a move that many have described as rushed, ill-advised and lacking scientific basis, added Nigeria to its list, which contains 11 mostly Southern African countries becoming effective from today. This implies that from today, UK and Irish citizens and residents arriving from Nigeria must isolate in a government-approved managed quarantine facility for 10 days and receive 2 negative PCR tests as further precautionary action is taken against the Omicron variant. A temporary travel ban was therefore introduced for all non-UK and non-Irish citizens and residents who had been in Nigeria in the last 10 days, meaning they would be refused entry into the UK. This does not apply to those who have stayed airside and only transited through Nigeria while changing flights. According to analysts who faulted the action, the Omicron variant has now been found in over 40 countries around the world, including many from the European Union, but none have been banned by the British government. Data analysis from the New York Times stated that the Omicron variant had been reported in Australia, Brazil, Chile, Czech Republic, Finland, France, Ghana, Greece, Hong Kong, Ireland, Italy, Japan, Luxembourg, Malaysia, Mexico, the Netherlands, Nigeria, Norway, Reunion, and Romania. Others were Saudi Arabia, Singapore, South Korea, Sri Lanka, Sweden, Switzerland, Tunisia, the United Arab Emirates, South Africa, Botswana, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Australia, Belgium, Britain, Canada, Denmark, Germany, Iceland, India, Israel, Norway, Portugal, Spain, and the United States. 16 states of America. As of November 30th, the European Center for Disease Prevention and Control reported about 33 cases of the Omicron variant across 8 countries in Europe, including the Netherlands, Australia, Belgium, Czech, Denmark, Germany, Italy, and Portugal.